God blessed our second term in Bolivia with the Wings of Peace ministry. Tom traveled many miles in the plane along with other workers to visit, encourage, and unify the 14 district churches, as well as to evangelize new areas and train church leaders. Landing in some areas was tricky due to short landing strips, swampy conditions, and other similar variables.
Can you give the son a call and tell him on the ground?
District meetings held every 4 months meant lots of flying and overland transportation to bring in all the church leaders and delegates. Our last district sessions were held in the village of Yotao in October of 2000. The district superintendent presented Tom with a special gift the last evening to thank us for 7 years of service. Wings of Peace partnered with ministry teams from our Bolivian Evangelical University Church in Santa Cruz. Groups of students came out to Trinidad by bus on a regular basis. Many times they traveled on from there with Tom to outlying villages by plane or truck. On 2 occasions they held evangelistic campaigns in Trinidad. Everywhere the teams went, people responded favorably to the enthusiasm and love for the Lord evidenced by these young people who involved themselves in several different types of ministry. Working with them to reach others for Christ was a joy. It was hard to say goodbye to them when we left Bolivia. The local church in Trinidad has caught the missionary vision and has begun to reach out to needy neighborhoods under the leadership of their new pastor, Adalberto Hurtado. Another young pastor, Victorino Sandoval, came to the district at the same time early in the year 2000 to begin an organized leadership training program in Trinidad. Several young people in the church have begun classes and are growing spiritually. They are practicing their new skills by becoming involved in the ministries in their own church. Victorino needs our prayers as he continues this ministry in Trinidad, training pastors for the future. Steve and Norma Grover, lay people from one of our Wesleyan churches in New York, came to Bolivia twice. On their first visit, they flew to San Borja with Tom and a group of church leaders to view the possibility of securing a lot for the new church in that area. By their second visit in the year 2000, the San Borja church was well established. We traveled there together by land over a very scenic route, which included crossing several rivers by pontoon. Dust was plentiful, and often there were more cows than cars on the road. Our purpose was to visit the church, hold children's clubs, and participate in their church's construction project. It is exciting to see the missionary vision of this new church as they reach out to neighboring towns for Christ.
Yeah. What does Steve have to think about his trip to the
Nice hotel. Nice hotel.
Nice hotel. He liked it. Here's our guys all hiding back in the back. They're still smiling. That's a good sign. Even Aunt Norma.
She smiling?
They're all waving and smiling. But we're only 2 minutes into the trip.
Pizza behind him.
Here's a lunch by the back of the truck.
A little rain made conditions much muddier for the return trip, but we made it all in one piece.
Bless his heart.
Tom and I count it a privilege to have worked together in Bolivia to take the good news of Jesus to unreached areas. While we look forward to a new ministry in the country of Honduras, we will always hold a special place in our hearts for the people of Bolivia. Thank you for your partnership in reaching many of them with the gospel through Wings of Peace.